while I was out of town, some eBay purchases showed up. Let's go ahead and dig in and see what I got. Hey, this is James for Read More Comics. As I shared in the intro, I got some mail calls while I was out of town for work, and this was kind of a secret. No, it's not a secret. Anyway, but I did get also a back issue from BuyMeToys.com in beautiful Mishawaka, Indiana, my LCS, that's related to this niche I've begun collecting. I'll post a video link right up here that kind of goes into this whole niche a little bit more. But some of my apologies. Some of my eBay purchases are connected to this, so I wanted to open up with it. So this is Real Heroes, issue number 3 out of 4. This was a joint effort by Marvel Comics and Pizza Hut. I'm beginning to find, as I explore this a little bit more, that Marvel seems to be more on the forefront of making these kind of public advocacy type comics. So here we have the cover, Cap, Daredevil, Falcon, just his wing right there. What's kind of interesting about this, and I was getting my polls earlier in the week when I saw this, what's interesting about this is each issue focuses on a different topic, a different social need. This one right here, and they come with a card. This is community service. And the card gives the reader, which would be kids, ideas on how they could perform community service, like start a recycling drive, collect canned food for a homeless shelter, etc. On the inside covers is kind of a breakdown on how the character, the heroes, connect to that particular theme, in this case community service. I'm inferring the other issues kind of jive with that as well. What's really interesting, the more I kind of explore this this niche, the more I'm realizing there is not a lot out there about it, which I find kind of compelling. This was published in 1994, and it seems most of the books that I've been able to locate so far are in the 80s and the 90s. Okay, there's some exceptions, some really old exceptions going all the way back to, I think, Silver Age, Golden Age. Smokey the Bear comics back in the 50s really kind of fit into this niche as well, but they quickly became just stories about Smokey the Bear. So pick this up. It was polybagged. I took it out of the bag because I actually wanted to flip through it and look at the card. The card, I think, has Captain America on one side. What I've been able to find about these, each of them are polybagged. Each of them come with a card. So I'm looking forward to kind of adding these to my growing public advocacy collection. Some of these other books are connected to it, but one of them's not. So I don't know which order they're in. I'm just going to start at the top, and I'll fast forward through this. So this is the one book that doesn't fit into this column, this bucket that I'm leaning into. So what I have right here, this is the Mighty Thor, and I want to preface this, I'm not a huge Thor fan, but there's some backstory to this. This came out in 1983. This is Mighty Thor issue 330. And this is the first appearance of this guy right here. I think he's called the Crusader. Okay. I purchased this because I have dim recollections of reading this comic when I was a kid, which meant either my mom purchased it for me or my dad did. So we're looking at 43 years ago. One of my parents purchased this comic book for me, and I read it to death. I remember reading it over and over and over again. It is the first appearance of the Crusader, and there's a panel in here that helped me track it down. Let me see. So, okay. Dungeons and Dragons ad. See? I started playing in the 80s, so that spoke to me. Okay, I'm not seeing it, so it must rats. Alright. So this fight continues in the next issue. Yeah, see right here. Holy War begins and continues in the next issue, which means this is not the issue I thought it was. There's a panel in it where finally Thor gets the upper hand. In this issue, the Crusaders like laying the smackdown, to quote The Rock. And in the next issue, the Thor gets the upper hand, and that's the issue my parents bought me, not this one right here. Still a first appearance. Not that I care, because I purchased it for nostalgia value, not because I am a Thor fan. Still a cool cover though, so check that out. That was both surprising and disappointing. So we'll go to the next one then. Now these are what I thought it would be, unless they ship the wrong comic. So we have, this is the Spider-Man special, sponsored by 7-Eleven. John Romita. Is this a junior cover? I don't know. It's a Romita cover. So here we go. And this issue is about child abuse. Okay. But specifically, and I thought this was really interesting, because I don't think this type of comic would fly today. More's the pity. This is supposed to help children identify when they're being abused by their parents. And it focuses on like verbal abuse, emotional abuse, we'd call it now. So I thought this was interesting. It's also intriguing to me, the more I kind of look into this, we see that these books are typically sponsored by, Marvel's not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. There's someone else that's footing the bill. We have 7-Eleven here, producing the cooperation of the National Committee on Prevention of Child Abuse. With the other one, I mean, we got Pizza Hut branding right on the front cover. So this one is older. I want to say it came out in the 80s. Let's look at the indicia real quick. Okay? And then we'll go into the last one. Yeah, I mean, you look at this. It's not 90s art. This, John Buscema did the penciling. Lee Simonson was the writer. And this came out in 1987. So, that's pretty cool. And now the last one. And this one, I think it's a Gemini, but it's wrapped up, so this will be a moment longer. I'll fast forward. You have The Amazing Spider-Man, Double Trouble, issue number 2. 2 of 3. This one, let me open it up real quick. Oh, this one's about drug abuse. Okay. And I think this is produced in cooperation with the same organization that did the first one. Okay. So this one is a story about someone who gets some drugs at school and tries to help out his friend by saying, hey, you should take these drugs. And then anyway, so another book to my public advocacy comic book bucket collection. There's one more issue in this. Like each one of these particular comics focused on a different issue. So this one is about drug abuse. I don't remember what the other two are about. So thank you for tuning in, listening to me ramble on as I shared my mail call, both my gains to kind of my niche collection, and sadly my disappointment that this is not the book I thought it was, but that's okay. It's still a cool cover, and it's a first appearance, and for now I'll just keep it in my collection. I'm now on the hunt for Thor 331. Please do hit the like button down below. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my mail call, about this niche that I've been collecting. Do you have something like it? Love to hear what you're thinking. And thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, life really is so much better when we read more comics.